Yeah, so yesterday I was up Scranton. I went to go meet my cousin, ended up hanging out with him, and I go up to Scranton every once in a while on my day off. I live a few miles south, but I went up there, and I always meet my cousin at this one little coffee shop called Northern Light. And I was there, and you know, checking out like the neck beard on the barista and stuff. Like, whoa, dude. So, anyways, I'm there, and they have like a free literature thing for like the weekly entertainment newspapers and stuff. And I look over, and lo and behold, there's somebody left some zines there, and I was like, wow, this is great, a zine in Scranton. You know, like I was gone from this area for a long time, but prior to my going away, there used to be a place on Adams Ave that sometimes had zines. People would leave them there. It was a little like coffee place, and they threw shows there sometimes. Or like you go to like hardcore shows around here, and there'd always be, you know, one or two kids that'd have their zine that they were selling or giving away or whatever. And of course, I used to go to New York City a lot back then, and out there I go to like Bleecker Bob's, and they just had a big tub, like big freaking bucket of like free zines. People just do a zine and leave a bunch of copies at Bleecker Bob's. It was awesome. I got so many good zines there. And then, of course, when I lived in the Northwest, way back in the day, I knew a lot of people that did them, and there was just a lot of stuff going on, like out in Seattle back then. There were a lot of zines, a lot of good ones. Probably still are. But at any rate, I messed around with them back like in the 80s when I was a kid, and then I did one for a couple of years around the end of the 90s into the early 2000s. And then I bought my first computer in 2006, started blogging, and now I'm old, fat, and lazy, and I just blog. I don't have, like, I should do a zine again, but at any rate, when I see them, I get stoked, because I fucking love them. I just love the medium. It's like raw self-publishing at its finest. And so I was thrilled to find a zine at the coffee shop, and then I open it up, I'm looking at it, and it's put out by the Northeastern Pennsylvania Writers Collective. So thrilled again. Oh wow, there's other writers around here. This is pretty neat. You know, and so I'm looking at it, I'm reading it, and I'm like, yeah, that's some pretty good stuff. You know, there's some good stories in here, and so it's like a triple win. I mean, I found a zine. There's happens to be other writers around Scranton, and it's like, you know, good stuff. So I was really happy. The Writers Collective, they meet at the Vintage Theater in Scranton on Saturdays from 1 to 3. At least I think they do. There was an email contact in this. I wrote. One of the writers got back to me and said that the Stacks writing group had finished. They weren't putting anything else out. So I don't know if the collective's still having their meetings or not. I assume they are. By their Facebook page and blog, it seems they are. So definitely might want to check it out. But you know, like I'm like, oh wow, you know, I could go and, you know, hear more of these people's work, and maybe I could bring a couple stories or whatever. And, you know, but unfortunately, like I have a day job. Like I actually have to work for a living, and like I work on Saturdays, so there's no way I can make it up there. At any rate, the zine. This is the review part. Enough of my blathering. This is the review part. There are 5 stories in here. 2 are really short. This guy named Buck. I mean, pretty good for, you know, 2 paragraphs. A lot of typos. I don't know if we left them there for affect or whatever, but you know, they're typos. You know, like so. I don't know. It was pretty good stuff. I really wish they would have been longer, because it's just starting to get a feel for it, and like the story's over. There's also probably my favorite story in here is this one called "The Summer There Was No August" by Marion Beto Iobst. It's really good. Has like a Orwellian feel to it that it turns out gets totally dispelled by the end. Like everything becomes like crystal clear in the end, and it's sort of like, I don't want to give anything away, but it's like stealth historical fiction. I'll just put it that way. It's excellent stuff though. I liked it a lot. There's another piece in here by Steph Zizbansky called Here's What I Want, a story in which nothing and everything happens. Classic Perzine style. Reminded me a lot of Arwen Curry from Ration Zine. I don't know if she still puts out Ration, but years ago, it's the same kind of. I've seen a lot of writing like this in Perzines over the years, and it's just excellent. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Then there's another short piece by Buck, which I like, really like under 60 words. I'm like, all right, you know, I just wish there would have been more. And then it closes with a collaborative piece by like 5 writers from the Writing Collective, and they basically, one writes a paragraph, another one writes the next paragraph, they add on to it, and the story like evolves. Like, I was getting so into it, I would have read like another 200 pages of it. It's just great. And I can say that about like the whole zine. That, I mean, you know, this is, I really dig this stuff. But yeah, so there were 2 copies at Northern Light, and I picked up one of them, and so there's another one there. I'm definitely going to take this, make copies, and I'm gonna send it to some of my friends who do zines, like Ryan does Mishap Zine out in Oregon, and Vicky over there in the hinterlands of Manchester, UK, who does Sticky Sound zines. I know they'd be, you know, stoked to find out what people are doing as far as zines in Scranton. And of course, gotta send a copy to Marius. Anyways, so yeah, that's my review for now. Just, I mean, finding a zine in Scranton, it's kind of, I mean, just weird. Like, I'm a weirdo, okay? Like, that made my day. I was like, woohoo! You know, I was all excited, and it turned out being a great zine. And definitely go down there and get that last copy. Yeah, that's all I got. Thanks.